Okay, let's play it. 9/11. Appropriately, it starts at 9/11. Doesn't everything? Anyway, 9/11 right now.
Yes.
If I could just jump in real quick,
Of
I
course.
just want to say, I mean, my name's DeMarcus, by the way, Mr.
Hey,
Peterson.
DeMarcus, how you doing?
I'm good. I respect your work. I just want to say, as a black man, like I've been attracted to the alt-right because I feel like the black man and the white man got the same enemies in a way. And you was talking about hate, but I mean, for the alt-right, I mean, these white cats, they just want to love their own people. You know what I'm saying? And love and hate is part of the same coin. You know what I'm saying? So you love your people, and you would hate those who would try to hurt them. You know what I'm saying? You don't hate them outright for no reason, but if they're trying to hurt y'all people, you're gonna hate them because you love your own people. You know what I'm saying?
But if you don't love your enemy, you love no one. You can't love your own people and hate your enemy. You can't love your own children and hate your enemy, because you're either on one side of the fence or the other one. You can't ride two horses at the same time. And so anyone who has anger in his or her heart, love no one. And because it's based on how you think and how you feel and how they treat you or how they don't treat you. And that's why you see a lot of families in turmoil today, because it's based on a phony love. Real love is something that you give out, and you're not even concerned. You're not ever concerned about getting it back, because you have compassion. You're honest, you speak up, but you just don't have that anger, and anger is hatred in your heart. When you have that anger, I mean, look at the black community. White folks have given them everything they've asked for, even a black president. They even allow black people to date and marry white women, and they're still not satisfied. And the reason they're not satisfied because the anger that they think comes from white people really came from their mothers. The mothers set them up to be angry by turning them away from their fathers. And whomever caused you to become angry, they control you. And that's why you see a lot of black men unable to deal with other black women, because you become attracted to what you hate. And so they can't handle their mothers, so they end up going out there getting women who are just like mama. And instead of forgiving their mothers, they've been told it's a white man, and it's not white people at all.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I see that, but as you said before, like let me put it to you this way, like for so long, I'm a white person, as you know, and I grew up. I'm 40 years old, and I grew up in a country that my whole life I was told I was a bad guy. My whole life I was told my ancestors did evil. My whole life I was told we killed, we raped, we pillaged, we genocided, we colonized, we did all these things. Yet everybody I knew was like really nice, and that never added up. And then ultimately I started to see that there was a pattern to the people that were criticizing and attacking my people. And I think that for you to sort of like brush, I think it's okay to say, like, let's not hate each other. Like, I'm fine with that. But I think to brush off race is like a fundamental identifying characteristic and thing that people organize around and want to develop communities and nations around is I think a bit naive. We have a history of America. We have race relations here. We see clashes of races and cultures all around the world. And I think the best way really to not hate each other is to not force everybody to try to live together. Like, for example, America was a white country, okay? It was a white country until about 1965. Now, of course, there was always the black minority, and there was issues there, slavery and whatnot, and then Civil War, Jim Crow and stuff like that. However, I think to some extent, a lot of this stuff was blacks and whites figuring out how to live in the same country and how to keep boundaries and separation between communities so that hatred didn't foster. And now we have this elite, if you will, this globalist, multicultural, financial elite that is running our societies, and they're saying open all your borders. I think the concept is simply just like love everybody sounds nice, but in terms of a practical way of running a country, it's not really actually anything. It doesn't really mean anything. So you could say, love everybody, but what does that mean? Does that mean we should open the border? Does that mean we should let Mexicans flood into our country and take our jobs and push down our wages, raise the rents on properties in our country? Like, I don't think so. That doesn't help us. Like, on some level, people do form themselves into tribes, nations, races, countries, and white people have done that in the past, and that has now been taken from us. And so we're just simply trying to get it back. So it's not. I think there's an aspect of white nationalism that it is talked about as if it's all about hate, but it's not. It's about giving white men back the nation, something to be proud of, and that will.
Where's the black Israelite? Is that all he had there?
Yeah, is that it?
I mean, he's not really a black Israelite, but
no, I know, but still.
And that's
the war was all. Excuse me. Even though all can't make integration, they should not have forced busing.
I don't know. I'll have to.
He comes back in around 24 minutes.
He does?
Long from there.
Okay, 24 minutes. You say? Okay. Let's see. Let's go to 24:01 right now.
Right, or drive you to do wrong. The children of the lie are blinded. That's why they're so shallow, and they're constantly pointing at the exterior and not the interior. And then the people who are following these people are blind as well. They don't realize that they're being lied to. Most black people, not all, but most, cannot see that their true enemies are the Congressional Black Caucus, Jesse Jackson, Louis Farrakhan, Al Sharpton, Barack Obama, the fallen Messiah, Big Mama Michelle, and most of the black preachers. Those are the enemies of black people, and not white folks.
Well, I just want to say real quick. I mean, the conservatives, we call them cucks. They've been trying this whole, you need love in your heart, and you could be from any race. We could all get together, and we just got to have the same principles and religion. And they've been trying that for since the 1960s, and they've been failing at every step.
They don't know what love is. I'm not talking about that kind of love. The type of love I'm talking about is a light unto your feet. It's a love that allows you to see, but not hate what you see. Deal with injustice, but don't hate injustice. The type of love I'm talking about give you the freedom to say yes or no, to call it as you see it. It's the same type of love that allows you to live and do whatever you want and not impose yourself upon other people. It's not that love that they're talking about is love that's in a fallen state. They're trying to force you to.
All right, I'm gonna have to call Tom. I can't debate on love. I don't know.